big house tonight, backbenchers, and of course the hey, look at this. This is campaigning. Look on the bench here. Look at what we got. We've got a whole pile of New Zealand First pamphlets.
Help yourselves.
So, you know, help yourselves. Jordan Williams, if you want one, come on over.
Can I tell you, they're selling better than David Seymour's book.
Wow. Who's to say?
Who's because they're more intelligently written.
Which, by the way, we have, this is very exciting news. We have a copy of David Seymour's new book to give away on the show next week.
And if you lose, you get it.
No. No. All right, now Charlotte took to the streets of Wellington and she asked this question.
Do you buy free-range chicken?
When I can.
I do.
Yes. Not specifically, no.
My wife does the shopping, but yes, she would.
Do you buy free-range chicken when you go to the supermarket?
Sometimes, depending on how much is on special.
It's mostly too pricey. No.
I don't buy chicken at all.
Yeah, we're vegetarian.
Always.
What's your reasoning behind it?
Animal health and the way they treat, the animals and stuff like that.
Because I know that at least while they were alive, they were happy.
Just buy it because I like it. It doesn't really matter where it comes from.
Because I think chickens have a better life if they're free range rather than caged.
Do you think it tastes different?
Yes, I think it tastes better.
It's not about taste, it's about what the conditions were that led to that arriving on my plate that matters far more.
Apparently it's all a marketing ploy. No, I don't believe that. The texture of it's different, the look of it, the colour of it. I don't believe that for a minute.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't realise that.
Advertising's all about that.
Yeah.
Trying to get the money.
Wouldn't be surprised. It's the same with caged eggs and non-caged eggs.
Well, we're paying a lot more and we're thinking that it's better, so it's pretty crappy.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, there you go. Well, you might have heard some clapping in the audience through that. Some person has rudely interrupted the piece, very rudely interrupted. But will you please give a big round of applause for the new Labour leader? Her name's Jacinda Ardern. She's here tonight. Charlotte.
Congratulations, Jacinda.
Thank you. I just came to watch Michael briefly and have a beer. But
the whole pub erupted. The whole pub erupted into applause when you came in. Are you quite overwhelmed by the response?
Yeah, thank you, everyone. That was really lovely. Yeah, and it's been a whirlwind 24 hours, but it's going to be a whirlwind 50 days. So we're pretty excited about it, though.
What's the new slogan going to be?
Oh,
we've been talking about it.
Yep. Give me your ideas.
Well, we tried to ask the panel before. There weren't too many good ideas, but have you got any? A fresher approach? But
approach. Well, the bonus of that was just put on an ER onto the end of that.
Yeah.
Save money.
Save money. The billboards, yeah.
No, we're under wraps for now, but I certainly will be letting you know as soon as we've got it all done and dusted.
Well, you need a single malt or a champagne or something like that. We're so happy that you're here.
Thank you very much, and thank you. And well done, Michael.
There you go. And by the way, a big hello to my fellow former tally colleague Timothy Coffey. Welcome to the backbenchers too, by the way. Hey, Maureen, I've got to ask you, while Jacinda's here, are you feeling the Jacinda burn?
Still hasn't got to me. Sorry, Wallace.
No, it hasn't. All right. So let's get to this free range. Here's the deal. We've been sucked in. The free range, highly unregulated, shonky. I don't know whether free range is free range or not. What do you think around the panel? You first, Michael.
Yeah, well, look, I do consumer affairs for Labour. This came up earlier this year. A lot of it's a complete rort. People think they're getting something, and actually it's a label that's not enforced at all. It doesn't actually have any official meaning. And we've called for the government to actually step in and make sure that that term is protected, and that when people buy something that says free range, it actually means that it's free range.
Let's jump to the government then. What can you do to protect this highly unregulated shonky industry? When I buy free range and pay extra, I don't know whether it's free range or not.
Yeah. No, so that's actually false advertising, and so that's
fake news.
The minister has
it is fake news.
So what are you going to do about it?
Well, that's up to people to make sure that it is. But what we've got to do is we're having a look at the commercial.
Do you buy free range?
Can I buy free range?
Do you?
No, not really. No.
Can I say, 6 months ago I asked the minister to do something about it, and she said she'd talk to her officials. Nothing's happened.
All right, Marama, Richard, I'll come back to you, but let's go to Sue first. Back to you.
Sue Chetwin from Consumer New Zealand. What does free range actually mean?
Well, actually, free range is just really a marketing term, so it can mean anything in many respects. So you have some protections under the Fair Trading Act, but when we're talking about chickens, I mean, chicken densities in terms of laying chickens or meat chickens can be anything. And if you think that you're buying a free-range chicken that's out there gallivanting in the grass amongst the daffodils, then I'm afraid you're much mistaken.
So many of us are devastated with this. We pay the extra money to get the free-range chicken, but you're saying it's not true.
Well, essentially it may not be true. I mean, if you see something that has an SPCA accreditation on it or some other accreditation, as a consumer, you've really got to check that out because it may or may not be true. You know, the densities may be from a few hundred to tens of thousands of chickens that are in paddocks or in barns. So it's really hard. We need some standards around it.
Okay, so when we are buying free range, we want to buy good, happy chickens. We look for the SPCA tick. That's viable.
Well, I think the SPCA tick is a good one, and there are other ones. But the point of it is that as a consumer, you don't know that. So you are treating these accreditations as if they're real, but some of them are better than others.
What do you want the government to do?
Well, it'll be really simple. We need a standard around this so that every time somebody has an accreditation that says it's free range, a consumer knows that it actually is free range and that those animals have been sort of humanely raised.
Interesting, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Let me go to you, Marama Davidson, Green Party. Do you buy free range for you and whānau?
Hey, you know what, Wallace? Before I had an MP salary and we were on much lower income, we decided that we would not compromise buying free range eggs. No matter how poor, no matter what, we would not compromise. The Greens would pull in some actual standards and definitions because people care about this and they want to know how their food was made, what is it, what's in it, and what country has it come from.
So listen. And for those people out there, Marama, who go to the supermarket and say, you know what, I cannot afford the extra $3-4 for free-range chicken or whatever, what would you say to them?
Yeah, the more of us that actually have faith that what we're buying is what it says it is, the more the price will come down as more and more of us get on board that. Like I said, it's people care about this and will make the decision to buy free range.
Richard, when you go for dinner with Winston to, so I don't know, the Green Parrot or whatever, are you concerned that your chicken is free range?
Look, I go for free range as and when I can.
Do you?
Be that chicken or eggs, but as Marama mentioned, you know, we can afford it, and it does cost more because producing the stuff costs more. I think you're actually being uncharitable to a lot of the chicken farmers and the egg producing industry. I think most of them. I don't disagree that there needs to be a standard, but I think most of them are decent.
No,
honest,
I'm not.
I think most of them are decent, honest
people.
people.
How would I know? We need a proper labelling system.
I think there's the
we
odd
need
few,
a labelling system. I wouldn't have a clue. I'm a consumer.
I think there's the odd few rat bags that you know, create a bad name. I think most of those producers are honest, decent people. What you do have to watch for, is when eggs say they're cage-free. When eggs say they're cage-free, there's a difference between free range and cage-free. Cage-free may well mean barn, which is a different thing again. But free range, look, I think most people who produce free range, apart from, like I say, the odd few rat bags, most of them are pretty honest about it.
All right, Sue Chetwynd said that's not true. Michael Wood, Labor.
Yeah, one of the reasons you have a standard is so you protect the good producers.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have no standard, then the rat bags get away with it, and they've actually got an advantage. That's why we need an enforceable standard and for the government to actually step in. But like with everything else, all talk, no action. The other thing I'll say is the argument around cost is a nonsense argument. That's like saying we should have child labour because that'd make things cheaper.
That's a bit over the top.
We either have ethical standards or we don't. This is an ethical standard we should enforce.
All right, now I want to go to the audience, Charlotte. What do the audience make of this? Do they support free? Do they buy free range? Is it a bit too expensive on a budget? What do you think?
Do you buy free range?
Oh, no.
Why not?
I just don't really feel the need to.
Is it the money?
Oh, probably. It's cheaper to buy non-free range.
Maybe it doesn't.
If it was on special, maybe, but I'm not that fussed about it, to be honest.
What about you? Do you buy free range?
No, not me either, mate.
No. Well, it sounds like it might not make a difference anyway, paying those extra dollars.
Probably not.
No. What about you? Do you buy free range?
Well, not egg. I don't buy eggs at all.
What about chicken, if you were to buy chicken?
I just buy whatever chicken's cheapest. I'm not made of money, so.
Fair enough.
Student.
And you?
Every so often.
And because it's more delicious, can you taste the difference?
No, you can't taste anything. I think it's just about cost.
Yeah, I reckon you can. I think you can taste the difference. All right. Sir, what about you? Do you buy free range?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Makes me feel better.
Happy chickens, happy life.
Happy chickens, happy life. That's right. Chickens are people.
Are they?
Yeah.
Back to you, Wallace.
All right, there you go. So back there, a general non-free range audience tonight. Look, do stay with us. Next up, do we need a national cat strategy? Next up.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.